Hi, I'm Don, and this is the Hobbyist Geek. And today we are continuing our Ecto-1 build with issue 21 here. We have our parts for stage 77. Lots of different things in here. I'm not sure of what all we've got, so let's just crack it open and see what it is. Alright, for this one we've got the right front fender plating, the right rear view mirror base, the antenna base, the antenna itself, the front upper intake, and another switch cover and a whole bunch of screws. Alright, first up we're going to go ahead and take this plating here, and that's going to sit right in here, just like the last one. 3 screw bases, 3 screw holes, BP screws from underneath. Alright, and with that in place, we're ready for the next phase, which is taking another cable from the base, this time W. And this is going to be the door switch for the passenger side front door. And much like the last one, it's just going to slide right in just like this. And then we're going to take the switch cover, and that little notch is going to be facing towards the top and front of the vehicle, just like this. And we're going to use some EM screws to hold it in place. Alright, and there it is, and now we just need a door to put on there. Alright, next up we're going to attach the mirror base to the right fender here. And you can see there's a little post, and then this tab. The tab goes in there, post goes in there, and it should slide in. A little bit of a tight fit. And then we have a GM screw that'll hold it in place right there. Alright, look at that. And now we're going to attach the fender to the rest of the frame, and just like before, 4 bases. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 bases here. Should just slide right in. And for the ones closest to the door, we're going to use JM screws, and for the other 2, we will use LM screws. Alright, and there it is, all attached. Man, this thing is so heavy, it is really shaking the table here. But this thing is all attached, nice and neat. FYI, try to keep the cabling away from the hinges here. I actually did have a cable that got caught in one of those hinges. It just stripped the insulation right off of it. Thankfully it didn't bust the cable, and I was able to fix it with just a little bit of electrical tape, but a little bit of a danger there. But now we can head on to the next part. Alright, for the next part we're going to assemble the antenna. We've got the antenna base, we've got the antenna itself, which is very, very small here. This antenna is just going to slide in. Again, friction based. It is chromed plastic. No glue required. I'm not sure exactly how far it's going to go in. Not too far, I don't think. Yeah, that should hold it. And what we'll do is we're going to slide this in. If you take a look right here, there's a hole here and a screw base right next to it. And this will slide in the hole, and this will go over the screw base, and we'll use an EM screw to attach it. And there we go, the antenna is attached. Next up, we're going to take the vent plate, and sorry for the shaking, there we go. Oh man, lots of cables everywhere. Alright, the vent plate's going to come right along here, just like this. And you can see on the bottom there are 3 screw bases again. 3 holes, 3 big holes anyway. That this should just fit right into. And once it's attached, we will come in from underneath with EP screws to hold it in place. Alright, look at that. That is looking nice. Pretty sure that's where the windshield wipers are going to go, but until we get there, we'll just have to leave it open. Alright, this next part's a bit complicated. We're going to be attaching this to the rest of the car. Make sure the cables are coming out on the left with everything being upside down like this. These cables are actually going to go through here, and this is where those cable channel pieces are, so we're going to make sure that it fits in there. Once we get it in place, these posts here, or these holes here and here, will line up with these rear raised posts, and we're going to put in some LM screws to hold it in place, and then these little wires are going to line up with these tiny little holes right here, and we're going to use BP screws through there into the frame to hold that in place. Whew! Alright, now that that's in place, and I gotta tell you, the larger this thing gets, the harder it is to get all this on camera here. Let me see if I can show you this. Alright, we got the two BP screws here and here. We got all the cabling coming up through here and going through the little plastic channels, and the LM screws here and here. And now we got to flip it over for some more screws. Alright, last but not least, we're going to attach this front bit here and here. There are 4 screw holes to line everything up, make sure it's all good. And we're going to be using GM screws to get it in place. Whew! And we got that in place, and it is sitting nice and pretty and looking good. Wow! What a piece of work this car is turning out to be. But we do have the front end here and the right fender from this issue, and man, does it look nice. I'm enjoying this a lot. I hope you are too. If you liked the video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.